Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and putting them together and other Lego related stuff. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Lego Creator 3-in-1 Exotic Parrot. This is set number 31136. It has 253 pieces and I paid $20 for this set. And in this video, we're just going to look at the main model, the Parrot build, and then in subsequent videos, I will take this apart, put together the fish build with the stand. I will take that apart in the last video and build this frog, and I will give my review of all of those. So, looking at this main model, I thought this set was a good value. I thought it had interesting parts and interesting colors and a lot of colors for the price. I really like botanicals and floral stuff and foliage in Lego recently. So I was excited about the base and the stand. I love when a set comes with a stand so that it can have like a lot of display value. I think it works really, really good with this set. So we're going to take kind of an in-depth look at this and I'm going to give my thoughts. The first thing that I'll do is talk about the stand individually because that's the first thing you build. So I'm going to remove the bird and with that is going to remove a little bit of the foliage there. So the stand just basic semicircles here in green and browns, kind of natural tones. And using these like four-pronged kind of barred elements here. And what this stand does is also use all these great colors and these white pieces and these clips to make flowers. And in a flower design that I don't know what kind of flower they're supposed to be. I don't know if they have an exact like analog in real life, like maybe some of the wildflower bouquet or the dried flower centerpiece do, but I haven't seen this exact build for a flower before. So I thought that was really interesting. I like the color in the inside here. I love these different shades of pink. And I think both of them look really nice. Now, the other thing that they add is pieces that, one, they look great with the finished model. They look great to cover up a lot of the stand that might be otherwise kind of bland. And they give a lot of life to the set, and they're pieces that can be used in the side builds if the designer chose to, which I'm always a fan of, incorporating kind of stuff you want to use in the alternate builds in kind of something in the main build that doesn't feel tacked on, doesn't feel like an afterthought, or doesn't feel like that it was just purpose built to get those pieces to have them available in the set for an alternate model. Nothing in this set feels that way to me, and that's a big plus. So I thought this stand was great. It's simple, but it's sturdy enough to hold the weight of the bird. I think you can kind of position these foliage elements a little bit to even further kind of break up, the visual angle you might want to look at this, so you can really try to mask the just the center, the structure of the stand. And I think that's wonderful. And it can be set, could kind of be 360 degrees. It can be set to kind of be more focused on a front viewing angle, and that's really nice. And now we'll take a look back at the bird, and for that I'm going to attach the stand back on. And the reason why is because the stand actually is connected to the feet in a really clever way with these Technic pins. And so this perch for the bird is like part of the stand and part of the bird. So when I took it off, I detached it right here between this Technic piece and here. But you could also detach it kind of at the ankles of the parrot, if you can call it that. So there is also some floral kind of foliage elements added up here on this brown piece to give even more life to the perch and to the stand. Looking at the bird, I think, like the parrot, the shaping is really great. All the colors in here work really, really well for me, and I was a big fan of that. And I think how they flow from the body up into the head and how they flow kind of along the back underneath the wing is all really, really, really good. The wings do a good job of, well, they look like wings. They can hide this, that black Technic piece a little bit, which is nice. And there is a little bit of articulation on the wings that popped off a little bit because I went a little too far there. But the wings can move kind of up and down a small amount. They can move side to side a small amount. So we can place the wings back, for example. They have a little bit of movement up and down, a little bit of movement this way. No movement like forward really, but that's okay. I kind of like them positioned sort of like it's in the picture, so either kind of straight down or just a little bit back. If we look at the there we go, another wing fell off. That was the same one that fell off earlier, and I must not have put it back very securely. There we go. The tail here is on some clips, so it has some movement there, and that's really good. I think kind of angling it similar to the angle of the wings is how I like to have this set up. If we look at the head design, we have kind of the same color scheme on the internal part here, and then the external part of the feathers of this parrot mimic kind of the color scheme of the wings in the back. That's good. A little different and complex looking stuff on the face of the parrot. I think a really smart way to use certain pieces. Smart use to create the beak, and I think the eyes look really good, even though they're not the big cartoony eyes. They're just the small eye prints. I really, really like that. I'm going to set this down on the stand so you can see it, and I'm going to switch the camera angle here a little bit so we can get a slightly different view so you can understand how it looks when it's standing up. So if I do this, we could take a look at it, and that's how it would stand. I think that looks really, really nice. I think the stand is covered up well. The stand is kind of pretty on its own. It's kind of beautiful on its own because of these flower builds and the foliage elements. And it just works so well as one cohesive display piece. I've been liking these Lego birds the more of them that I've built. I have been really, really enjoying them. I think it's an interesting shape to try to achieve from bricks. And this one is really great. This is maybe one of the first ones I built besides the treehouse and the bird from the White Rabbit set and the bird's nest set and this and that and the other thing. And this is good. I think it's got a good mix of tile and stud here on the wings and on the tail and on the back, which sort of give off this really organic, natural kind of textured, feathery look. And that's all really, really nice. The internal structure of this, there's a lot of like studs not on top or studs on the side building, which is great. Let me just do this properly. Because it honestly is a lot sturdier than I'm making it look right now. I'm kind of handling it a little roughly, and that one wasn't. There we go. It's great. It's very stable on its base. The studs on the side here, all very, very nice. The use of angles and interesting pieces is really, really good. And there's not really a bad way to look at this. So I'm a big fan. I think it's got some size to it. It's got good weight. It's got a good feel. It's big enough that it would look good on a shelf or in any other display. I don't know if there's much like play potential with this. I think it's more something to look at. It is a 7+ set, so it could potentially be a character that could be used in something. It's just because of the limited articulation on the wings, the wings rather, the head doesn't have any articulation on it. It would sort of be difficult to do, but this character could be overseeing a different scene, or could be used in dialogue, or could be handled a little bit, but it is more of a display thing. I think, these feet are really clever. They hide some of the technique. They use that barb element and the clips, and they look really, 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 really good to me. So I'm just a big fan. I thought 253 pieces for $20, that's okay for me. The Street Racer Creator 3-in-1 and the White Rabbit were also $20. I think those had 258. Having just only built the main build for this one, I think I like this the best out of the three of those, as far as like $20 Creator 3-in-1s with this similar sort of piece count. And so this one I really, really like, and I look forward to building this fish display and this frog. Loving the colors here, love the flowers. I think this is a great, great model. So all the credit to Lego and the designer of this. I think it's the right price point. It's really good. And so good, I think, in fact, that I believe, and I'm not positive, but I believe there is another Exotic Parrot set coming out soon in a slightly different color. Instead of blue, I think it was going to be more pink. And if that happens, I'm going to be really interested in seeing if they're identical builds. And I have a feeling they won't be, but they kind of look like they are. And either way, I want to see what the alternate builds are. If they release this other parrot in pink, I really want to know if the alternate builds are distinct as well, because that I think would be really, really, really cool. Even if the main build is pretty much identical in parts usage, just changing some colors, I think then taking that and making 2 more alternate builds, so you could conceivably make either alternate from either set with either set, I think would be such a cool idea. And I'm really looking forward to that if that's the case. So yeah, I really, really like this. It was fun to build. It's great to look at. And I think this was kind of my entree into the Creator 3-in-1, and it was a good one for me to get into it. So really, really good for me. If you like this video, consider giving it a like. And if you like my content on my channel, consider subscribing to my channel so you can stay up to date on all the Lego content I will be doing in the future, including the build and review of this fish model from this set and the build and review of this frog model from this set. So subscribe to keep an eye out for those. And until then, thanks. Bye.